Hello and Assalamualaikum to everyone and to Miss Rabiha binti Nawawi. Today we would like to present about product development, which is Livestock Takaful from the subject ISB 547.
For introduction, livestock product is defined as domestic animals such as cows, goats or horse raised for home use or for profit. The long-term land use for a variety of outputs in the low ground has affected the quality of water, soils, air, biodiversity and landscape. Takaful livestock offer policy coverage against the death of animal caused by accident, illness or disease. It is an incentive for players in the livestock sectors, especially during natural disasters such as floods. This protection scheme will provide Takaful protection to contributors affected by disaster, disease attack and weather uncertainties, which cause a drop in production and affected income.
Okay, next I will tell about the advantages of the product. First is the income protection. For example, Takaful compensation can be used in the event of disaster, such as natural disaster or outbreaks of uncontrolled diseases that affect the farmers. This is extremely beneficial for farmers who rely on livestock as their primary source of income. As a result, the farmers who have income protection do not have to take money out of their own pockets to restart the business again. The second advantage of the product is asset preservation. In the event of disaster, the asset do not need to be liquidated, which means that the farmer do not need to sell their existing asset in order to replace their livestock that was destroyed. For example, floods or viral infection are natural disaster occur frequently in Malaysia, so the farmer can use the compensation to generate new capital to continue their livestock operations as usual. Okay, the third advantage of the product is debt settlement. The Takaful compensation can be used to repay debts owed by farmers who obtain a bank loan or a loan from a licensed lending agency in order to start a livestock-based business. In addition, the farmers benefit greatly from this because they are not burdened with debt as a result of unfavorable incidents involving their livestock. Hence, Islam strongly encourages debt repayment both during and after death. For example, as evident from the hadith narrated by Muslim, said by the Prophet Muhammad SAW, all the sins and the matters are forgiven except debt. Okay, the next advantage is Sharia compliant protection. Follow that Takaful is financial instrument with its own significance. It is the foundation of Islam insurance and it exists as an alternative to conventional insurance in the traditional world of banking and finance, so that the farmers can be confident of Sharia compliance protection. There are currently no agencies in Malaysia that offer Takaful policies to protect livestock or farmers. Furthermore, the Sharia compliant protection is free from riba, maisir, uncertainty and other impurities. Okay, last but not least, the last point of the advantage of the product is enhance the expertise of the Sharia committee. In a way to make Malaysia a Takaful expert because it can provide new products with a more detailed concept for a problem that arises based on the current situation. Moreover, in an open and challenging Islamic financial market, the Sharia Committee's expertise in fiqh and usul fiqh muamalat is required to meet market demands for Sharia compliance financial products. This is because Sharia compliance is a major demand, particularly among Muslims. So, Sharia compliance is a feature that distinguishes Islamic finance from conventional finance.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Miss Rabiha binti Nawawi. My name is Nurul Ashikin Nazuha binti Agus. My number matric is 2020960293. Today, I will present about the modus operandi of livestock takaful. As you can see, for example, this was a modus operandi of the Takaful Ikhlas for the company of for the company of Takaful Ikhlas Sdn Berhad model. For example, for the our group topic, there are livestock takaful. The Takaful Ikhlas Sdn Berhad has been produced and has been produced the Ikhlas Takaful Livestock Certificate that there 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 are there are there are especially for the livestock takaful. So I will explain about the Ikhlas Livestock Takaful certificate and its modus operandi. For the first one, the company first contribution are agreed to be governed by the term exclusion and condition that are set forth in the document, including the obligation to indemnify against the loss resulting from the death, from the illness or the disease that arises accidentally, as well as for the thief of every animal that was under the Livestock Takaful Ikhlas Sdn Berhad Company. Second, the company should repay the remaining balance in the General Risk Investment Account (GRIA) for the remaining period of cover plus excess if any minus related expenses. If for the situation that the participant are requested to cancel this livestock takaful at any time, but the company should give a notice under a 14-day within a 14-day towards the client or the consumer after they want to terminate this livestock takaful or the certificate of livestock takaful ikhlas. Okay, I will explain to my next slide. The next slide, the takaful contribution made by the participant as indicated in the schedule should be deposited in the GRA. As you can see, the schedule are based on the takaful ikhlas model at the first slide, which will be managed by the company in line with the wakalah principle as the company has established it according with the Shariah principle. For example, the company will take up to 40% of the contribution as an upfront for the wakalah fee. Lastly, at the end of the financial year, the company will tack on a surplus administration charge (SAC) equal to 50% of the gross distributed surplus. So the certificate Ikhlas Takaful certificate for the livestock that are produced by the Ikhlas Takaful Sdn Berhad Company. It was especially for the livestock only. So the company has been make the certificate so it will be easier for the consumer or the client want to make a livestock takaful in the Malaysia. So I will end my presentation here and I will say thank you, Miss.
Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Aminah binti Ghazani and my matric number is 2020152767. I move to the next slide, which is an underlying contract. The need of contracting parties. Shariah provide a variety of the contract option. Each contract contains particular provision and guidelines that are consistent with the intended outcome of the particular contract. It is so important to identify the right contract that may fulfill the takaful aim and satisfy the need to all parties involved in the takaful arrangement. However, the term and condition of any contract cannot simply modify to rule and condition which each contract, which will change the nature of the contract itself. The contracts that are used even now are determined by the parties to agreement So, for this Takaful livestock, it is suitable to use Mudharabah contract. This contract means giving a capital to another person who will trade with it for the purpose of sharing the profit according to a pre-agreed ratio. In Takaful, the participants serve as a capital providers, Rabbul Mal, while the Takaful operators serve as an investment manager, Mudarib. Also, an investment manager as an operator is required to invest according with the provision of the Takaful contract and in Sharia compliant way. A predetermined ratio will use to divide any profit. The capital supplier will be responsible for any losses. However, the management must be equally and severely liable if the loss was caused by the manager negligence. In addition, food is the one of livestock meet human needs such as food, fuel, fertilizer, skin and traction. It is living well that offer flexible financing during time of need and also act as a form of the crop failure insurance for survival. Lastly, in this situation, Mudharabah contract is the acceptable because the only investment that entrepreneur make in the company of his or her own labor, and they not entitled to fixed salary or certain percentage of the profit that predetermined. The capital provider, who is normally a sleeping partner, does invest a total sum of the project, but he does not involve in the management of the project.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all my friends and my beloved lecturer. My name is Siti Jumala Nehran binti Muhammad Razawawi and my metric number is 2020992945. I am from BA2495A, so I will continue our group presentation to explain the SWOT analysis for this Takaful livestock product. So the strengths of this product is Takaful Livestock is a line of Takaful product invention that few people are still unfamiliar with. These certificates are still not widely implemented at any Takaful operators, especially in Malaysia. So the strengths for this product is the product is still new and can be implemented. The second one is this product provide protection for livestock from any catastrophes like what we call natural disasters, flood, disease, and any more. And the third one is it gives the financial safeguard for livestock breeders. And the fourth one is it can accumulate a public fund so that the public fund will be used to compensate if anything happen to the Takaful to the livestock breeders. Okay, next, the weaknesses. So the weaknesses of this product is that livestock Takaful product is still new and have not yet been implemented widely in Malaysia. Some of Takaful providers like Etika Insurance and Takaful do not have any certificate advantages that cover for livestock protection. So that a Takaful provider with the necessary training and comprehension of these policies principle is still needed for the successful implementation of this product. So this product is still new and not really well known. And the second one is we still a lack of training and knowledge about livestock Takaful. And the third one is we still have lack of expertise to implement or construct the product policies. And the fourth one is the contribution rate for this policy might be high and expensive since it is still new in the market. Okay, next is opportunities. What is the opportunities for this product? So Evaluating and developing this livestock Takaful policy for the general populace is one of the opportunities to Takaful operators in Malaysia. It is because there are very few Takaful providers or Takaful firms in Malaysia that provides livestock Takaful scheme than those in the other countries. So, lack of Takaful firms in Malaysia can offer a certificate for livestock Takaful. So that is the opportunities that other firms can do. And the third one is the new market. Of course, this is the new market for Takaful providers. And the fourth one is the Takaful providers can get new targeted customers by providing this scheme. And the last one is the threats. So what is the threat of this Takaful livestock product? So the threat is Takaful policy fraud is one of the possible threats that might be faced by the Takaful participant. Okay, so this is due to the fact that some Takaful scheme deceive customers in order to gain more profit, since this product is still new and not been introduced. So it might cause insurance fraud, Takaful fraud, natural catastrophes that will incur more losses, and then of course there will be a new competition with the other Takaful firms. So we need some firms need to compete with the other Takaful firms to develop these new products. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you. I will pass this slide to the next presenter. Thank you.
For the summary, livestock Takaful is important because it guarantees a certain amount of money in the event that an insured animal perish owing to an insured peril. This protection plan will give Takaful benefit to contributor impacted by natural catastrophe, disease outbreaks and unpredictable weather that reduce productivity and impact their income.